Yo guys, your boy Arin here, how y'all doing? And in this video I will talk about Chelsea's possible lineup for 2020-2021. For the goalkeeping position I went with Onana from Ajax. The guy is just a fantastic goalkeeper. Statistically, he's one of the best keepers in the Champions League this season, and obviously has great qualities about him. He's a great shot stopper, he's a great sweeper keeper, he's great with his feet. He's great with communicating defenders, and he's just overall a fantastic upgrade on Kepa. There is no way we're gonna go to next season with Kepa he just can't save anything. And maybe we're gonna loan him out, maybe we're gonna keep him as a second choice, but I think the most realistic keeper I see us signing, it's Onana. There is no way we can sign Oblak. He's just too expensive. Unless let's say we don't sign Kai Havertz or something like that, but there is no way we're gonna sign Oblak. So yeah, I think the most realistic and the best option for us is gonna be Onana. For the right back position, we got none other than Reece James. The young guy is just a fantastic player. He has big future ahead of him. I think this season he was, slowly getting into the team, and Azpilicueta play a lot of matches. But I think next season he's gonna play way more matches, and I think he's gonna be the main right back for us. Obviously, he has fantastic qualities. He's got great crossing. His physicality is just a beast. Aerially, he's really good. He's a great footballer. He can pass in tight areas. He can, hold the ball, and he can, make forward passes, and his crossing is fantastic. So I think he should be our main right back for next season. For the right center back position, I've gone with Kurt Zouma, and the French defender has arguably been the best defender in our club this season. He's been just superb. In the beginning of the season, he had some shady moments, in the mistake he had against Man United. But I think as the season went on, he had more confidence, and he's finished the season very strongly, and he was a very good and very important part of our team. Aerially, he's arguably a top 3 defender in the league, and his physicality is just disgusting. He can just push anyone he wants, and it's just crazy. He's still young, he's 25, and he can still grow. And his tackling, his interceptions are great. Obviously, I feel like he needs a partner, to a little bit be the leader type of center back next to him, the John Terry type, and to lead him and, to communicate with one another. But I think Kurt Zouma has to start for next season. I think he can rotate with Fekir Tomori next season. I think Rudiger and Christensen, at least for now, they just don't cut it. Rudiger, he struggles a lot with his injuries, and I feel like his positioning is just, he hasn't improved since he came. So, and Andreas Christensen, his physicality just doesn't cut it in Premier League unless he goes on steroids or something and he just bulks up real quick. But at least for now, I don't see him starting. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Kurt Zouma on the right side of the defense. For the left-sided center back, I've gone with Declan Rice. I know he has some mixed opinions between our Chelsea community, and I think he's a fantastic player. He's got a left foot and he's got a right foot. He's comfortable playing on both feet. He's a great leader. That's a very important keyword, leader. We need someone who can communicate with the defenders. He can organize defense, and he can actually, make our defense more solid. We don't really have a center back like that. I think the most vocal one we have is Rudiger, but he himself, he has a lot of mistakes. So, we need someone who can actually be good and be that leader type. So yeah, I've gone with Declan Rice. Obviously, he's young. He's got the Chelsea DNA in him, and he has many friends in the club. His best friend Mason is in the club. He's got more friends from the academy days in Chelsea. He's gonna cost a little bit more to get him out of West Ham, probably 60-70 million. But I definitely think he's gonna be worth it because he's versatile. He can play in defensive midfielder. Let's say if Kante gets injured, he can easily cover that role. And I think he still has a lot to improve. And him and Kurt Zouma, I think, are gonna be the perfect partnership next to each other. So yeah. For the left back position, I've gone with another Ajax player, and it's none other than Nicolas Tagliafico. The Argentinian left back has been superb for the past 2-3 years, and he's arguably been a top 5 left back in Europe, always performing in Champions League. He's great defensively, decent going forward. I think he's gonna be the perfect balanced left back to complement Reece James on the right side. Reece James he's one of the main sources of creativity for our team, and I think if we get like a left back who's great defensively and good going forward, I think that's gonna be a very important, to complement Reece James. We need a solid left back. We haven't had a proper left back since Ashley Cole left. I know Azpilicueta played on that left side, but he's not really a left back. But I think Tagliafico can be the player that we want on the left hand side, and he can significantly improve our play on that left hand side. And I think he can be our main left back for the next 4 to 5 years. And yeah, I think he has experience in the Champions League, World Cup, and he's just a solid, proper left back. For the center defensive midfielder position, I've gone with N'Golo Kante. I mean, who can't really be there. He's our main defensive midfielder, and he's arguably the best defensive midfielder in the world. And there isn't really much to say about him. He's just N'Golo Kante. He covers a lot of ground. He's fantastic at tackling, great at making interceptions, very underrated on the ball. He can make that, the vertical passes. He can play through out of presses, as we saw against Manchester City a few games ago when Man City were heavily pressing. Yeah, he made like 1 or 2 wrong passes, but overall he was great at breaking through the lines and making those vertical passes. I think he's 29, and with this break, he gained at least fitness back. I know he was recently injured, but I think next season when it comes, he's gonna be fully fit and he's gonna be ready to go back to his old form, the N'Golo Kante that we know, the Kante that just didn't let anyone get past him, So yeah, Kante that defensive midfielder role. For the right center mid role, I've gone with Kai Havertz. Obviously, he hasn't officially signed yet, but it's pretty close to get done. The guy is just a fantastic talent. He's 21. He's got a left foot. I mean, he's just physically 6'1" or 6'2". He's got left foot and right foot amazing on both feet. Great at playing, playing through the lines. He's just fantastic. Obviously, he scored 17 or 18 goals in this campaign in Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. The guy is just a monster. Great at dribbling, great at shooting, great at creating chances. He's arguably a top 3 talent in Europe. He can, cooperate with the midfielder I'm gonna name on the other side of the midfield. They can both play together, create chances, help the striker and the wingers, and they can just be a devastating partnership in that midfield, and they can cause havoc in that midfield. No one's gonna be able to defend them. And I think Kai Havertz, with his price tag, he just shows he's got qualities, and I think signing him is a major basically a sign of us going to the top. And with more signings to come, I think him and the new signings are going to be able to improve our team significantly. The left hand side of the midfield, I've gone with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yes, you heard it, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I benched Kovacic because I personally believe Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a better player. As we saw 2 seasons ago under Maurizio Sarri, when Sarri benched Kovacic for Loftus-Cheek. Many would say Kovacic deserves to start. Yeah, he's been good this season, but overall he doesn't really offer a lot for our team. He's just great at bringing the ball forward, and he has some decent defensive moments here and there, but overall Loftus-Cheek offers more. He's got the shooting, he's got the physicality. I mean, his physicality is disgusting. His dribbling, I would say, is a little bit different than Kovacic. Kovacic has those, very agile and very nimble type of dribbling, just small type of dribblings, very, I would say, hazard type dribbling. But I think Loftus-Cheek's dribbling is he just goes through all the players. His physicality just helps him to hold up the ball. And I think him and Kai Havertz are going to be the perfect center mids. He's very underrated defensively, obviously. In his younger days, he played as a defensive midfielder, and he can definitely play in the midfield next to Havertz and Kante. I think knowing that Kante is behind them is going to free up their mind, and they can know that they have someone helping them defensively, and they can easily express their attacking talents. him and Havertz are just gonna create so many, so many chances for our forwards, and they can be one of the scariest midfield combos in the league. In the right winger position, I've gone with our new signing, another Ajax player, Hakim Ziyech. The left-footed winger is just amazing. His creativity is fantastic. As you guys remember, in their famous Champions League run 2 seasons ago, when they were just destroying everyone, their chance creation and their fluidity was because of Hakim Ziyech. He created so many chances for the forwards. His free kicks, his corners are amazing. He's a dead ball specialist, and he always has the eye to pick out the most impossible pass, and he can make his teammates score so many goals. The guy is just going to improve our right hand side significantly, and imagine Reece James overlapping on that side and Ziyech cutting inside and just playing those long passes to the Werner, Tammy, Pulisic, whoever is playing in the forward positions, and just get so many assists. I'm so gassed to see him on that right position. He's gonna tear up the league. I'm 100% sure. The guy has a brain, footballing brain. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, he should start in the right wing position. For the left winger position, I've gone with Captain America, Christian Pulisic, my bro. He deserves to start in that left wing position. His dribbling is just disgusting, man. Like the way he ran through the Liverpool's defense in the game that we lost, he was just amazing. He significantly changed the way we played in the attack. When he was absent, we kind of struggled to break the teams down, but he significantly improves our left hand side. He has a fantastic future. Obviously, he can improve in few areas like his link up play and stuff, but his finishing is very good for his age, and the future is bright for him. The guy's like physicality, when he improves in the next few years, he's just gonna be unstoppable. His finishing is fantastic, great at dribbling at tight spaces, and imagine Ziyech and Pulisic, combining with another, and it's just unbelievable to see. We have Pulisic and Ziyech on each flank. They can create so many chances for our strikers, and they're gonna be a devastating force for the opponents. For the striker position, I've gone with Timo Werner. Yeah, you know it. Timo time is coming, and Timo Werner has been arguably a top 3 striker in the Europe this season. He had so many goals in Bundesliga, and he's not your abnormal type of striker. He's like an insert forward, and I think he's better suited to play in a two-man striker partnership system. But I think he can definitely play in a number 9 role alone. And with knowing that he's got players like Havertz, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, and Ziyech around him, scoring is going to be just so easy for him. He just has to be in the right positions at the right time, and those players behind him are going to be creating all those chances for him all the time. So he just has to score. That's it. I definitely know he's got the scoring ability. He destroyed so many teams in Europe this season. Fantastic in the Champions League, and he's also young. The guy's 24, and knowing that he still has so much to learn about the game and so much to improve upon, he can be a scary player to defend in the Premier League. And we got other strikers like Tammy, Abraham, and Giroud. They can rotate or they can play together sometimes, but I think he's gonna be our main striker for next season. Guys, obviously this lineup is about my opinion. Comment down your opinion about the players we have in our current squad. Obviously, we got some decent players in our squad. We got Kovacic, he can sometimes rotate with other players. We got Mason Mount, he can rotate with Havertz and Loftus-Cheek. We got Fakayo Tomori, Rudiger. Those guys all can rotate with one another. And this lineup sometimes depends. We're gonna change the lineup because of the opponent. Lampard is gonna choose different lineups, but in my opinion, the lineup I chose was the best lineup for our current players that we have. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, that helps my channel a lot. And as I said before, comment your thoughts about this lineup, and yeah, see you later.